Hi, guys. Welcome to Messy Mondays, where healthcare admin gets real one mess at a time. I'm Brittany.
I'm Satasha. Your favorite medical and billing gals are back on the scene. Sorry for the delay. Life's been life. We've been trying to get a lot of things out the way. I know everybody feels like they are in a crazy space right now when it comes to insurances and billing and reimbursement and credentialing delays and stuff like that. We've been putting out fires and trying to get some things reconciled, especially for clients who feel like they're in danger because of what's going on with the government shutdown, with the possibility with the Medicaid changes, the Medicare changes going on. We're sorry, but we're back. We are here.
We took a little hiatus. We are back. We are going to pretty much touch base on what the previous topic was. We were going through the revenue cycle. We had stopped on
Clinical documentation.
We had talked about clinical documentation in our last episode. Today is a continuation of that. We're focusing more so on the claim processing and submission and denial management today. That's our topic today, guys.
Just to recap our series, we talked about front desk, eligibility checks, taking the co-pays, co-payments, making sure that their patient is aware that they have a deductible for whatever is going to happen, because you don't want to them to get a bill and they be like, they're not paying it. We also talked about getting authorizations and referrals if necessary prior to services. What did we say? If you got to cut something, if you need to test something, if you need to see something, go ahead and get the authorization. So if it's any type of treatment, scan, or you got the cut, poke, prod, get an authorization. Even if you think that it's a covered service, go ahead and do the authorization request. And they'll just tell you none. It's better to have a none is required versus to get a denial and then have to fight it. Go ahead and do those authorizations. What if it's not documented, Brittany?
It didn't happen.
Clinical documentation needs to be tight, because if it's not tight and the insurance companies come back and ask for it, they can take their money back. Or they can just not pay the claim at all if you don't have the supporting documentation to go with what you got going on. Make sure it's documented tight. If it's left, right, up, down, this finger, that toe, this toe, make sure that you have the right modifiers. Make sure that you are your charting matches your billing. Period. If you're billing for it, your notes need to say, this is why you're billing for this particular thing, including your time, any utensil things that you use during the appointment, people present in the appointment. All that documentation needs to be legit. Now, we're here after you've already checked the patient in, got their money, checked their insurance, got the authorization, completed the visit, your notes are typed, locked, and signed. I've been wearing my nerves with that. Not signing and locking down notes.
It's in the same thing, guys. You do the note, you review it, you sign it, and you lock it. It's those easy steps. They all go hand in hand. I don't know why y'all skip that part.
Boy, y'all be killing me with that. Like the insurance said they want some money back from 2023. What your notes said? I can't find them. You supposed to keep your notes for 5 years. At the minimum. Why you ain't got them notes, we don't know. So y'all be burning us to death. Now that you got all that done, now it's time to send the claim to the insurance.
Send the claims. Denials, delayed payments, and remits that are confusing probably drive y'all crazy like they drive us crazy. That's what we're here for.
Exactly.
Here's the truth. Most of claim issues don't start at the payer. They start upstream with errors in the documentation, coding, or your submission. Let's fix what's really broken.
You the problem.
There is a myth that providers believe as long as I send it, eventually the claim will get paid. Let's just say, no, that's not true, guys. Every payer has strict timeline. They're not the same. They're different for each. They mean business when they say timely filing.
If it's 90 days and you send that joint on the 91st day, it's denied. It's the data receipt. They have to receive it within whatever their timely filing is, which is included in your contract. When When you first get it contracted, when the group get contracted, it's in there. Whether it's 90 days, whether it's 180 days, whether it's 365 days, whether it's 120 days, that information is in your documentation. It's in your contracts. You need to look at your contracts with each payer to see what you got. Don't play with them people. When they say a certain time frame, you need to have your claim pushed out, submitted before that day, before that 90th, 120th, 180th, 365th day.
Yeah.
They don't care what you got going on.
Because late submission, that equals automatic denial. There's no appeal, no grace period, and no payment. Don't come looking at us if we do your billing. Your stuff ain't
You
right.
didn't sign notes till the 92nd day, and then we send it off, and they just deny for timely filing. You're like, okay, we appeal it? Sure. What were you doing that caused us to delay submission? I just didn't get the notes in. That's not good enough for them. Did we already send the claim and it just not get there? And we have EDI transmittal information to show that? Did we send it to a different insurance company? We got a denial from them or a rejection in our EDI system that shows that the patient wasn't there. We don't have that either. Was there a delay in treatment? Was there a hurricane? Was there what happened? They don't care about your personal stuff. If there's extenuating circumstances that you can prove with documentation, photos, this the reason why, not because you didn't pay your EHR system, you had to wait for a check to come in, and then you paid it, and now you can bill. No, ma'am. No, sir. That's not how that works. If you have extenuating circumstances, that they would definitely consider payment. If it's just because you didn't do your notes, you didn't bill it out in time, people don't care.
If you do your own billing, don't wait weeks or months and then try to blame the insurance company. That's like missing your own paycheck deadline and then saying, let me blame payroll. Don't do that. If you're doing your notes, try to do your notes the same day if you can. We understand if you're seeing patients back to back. If you are able to do your documentation same day, do it, sign it, review it, lock it. That way you can go ahead and bill. Most EHR system, everything is automated and populates onto the claim. So that way at the end of your day, even the following day at the latest, you can go ahead and hit that button and get those claims submitted. Track your submission, just a little tip, track your submission dates, set a reminder if you have to. Again, automation helps. Don't rely on it blindly. Human oversight catches the details that the software misses. So that's why some companies use us. Groups, practices use us for that oversight. It plays a major part in your billing.
Just make sure that we get, and again, on those notes, you are a supervisee. As soon as you get your notes signed, your supervisor can go and review your notes and sign them, and that way we can get it out. So if you got a two-step party right there with your note signature, the sooner you get it in, the sooner we can get it complete. Just make sure that you, like you said, front desk doing what they're supposed to do. You as the provider doing what you're supposed to do by seeing your patient and notating what you do with your patient. A lot of y'all leave money on the table because y'all are doing stuff with the patients and not billing for it. You're also not charting it. To say, we also did lab work. We needed, before I prescribed this medicine, I wanted to give her a pregnancy test. You can get paid for that. Make sure that we're noting everything that we're doing in our visit. That way we can bill appropriately. If you have a biller and you're concerned, hey, do I need to use this H0032 along with the 90791? Or can I bundle these codes together with the E&M visit? Talk to your biller. Talk to your biller/coder. They'll let you know what you can and can't do. Let them know what you're doing with the patients, because we don't know what we don't know. And if you are a good biller, you're not really going through the medical records unless you need to. So we're not going through the records of each one of your claims to say, hey, you missed this code. Hey, you missed this code. Hey, you missed this, and the third. We really don't do that. We'll do an audit if you request us to do an audit. That is not something that your billers normally do. Make sure that you're getting everything. Then have those conversations. We all That's something that me and Brittany do. We had these conversations. We tell you what codes you can and cannot bill. We tell you what's a good price range to do it, whether it's self-pay or charging the insurance companies. That's one of the resources that we do have available is training classes for all demographic or all specialties within medical field. If you need help with that, hit us up and we can help you with your billing or understand your billing a little bit more.
Definitely. So let's talk about denial management, which goes along with the claim submission. Denied claims, I think, no, let me take this back. I think sometimes providers think that denials are just part of the business and that, you all will see it and just be like, oh, well, I can't fix it. They denied it. Or you don't want to spend the time to figure out why it denied. And while most of the time denials are preventable, a good chunk of those are reversible if the eligibility, the documentation, and coding are all correctly. That means it's just something wrong, and it's probably that will your denial rate will drop dramatically if you handle everything correctly up front. It's just probably maybe it's missing a modifier or what else, Natasha, could be wrong for denial. It could just be the name is
Anything,
wrong.
the date of birth, we don't know how many times we see examples. Centera,
Yes.
you know how you get for those in Virginia. Centera gives you have two different numbers you can bill with. You can do the member ID number or you can do the Medicaid number if it's a Medicaid plan. If they have a dual plan, you got two numbers sometimes. You need to make sure which one you're supposed to be billing with. But you'll get a kickback if you're billing with the member ID number and their plan changed from community care to family plan and you're using that ID number instead of the Medicaid number, they'll kick it back and say no plan exists. It's the same Medicaid number. It can be something as simple as that. You miss a six that look like a two or a two that look like a six and you put it on the birthday and the birthday is wrong. Sometimes sometimes the addresses won't let you get it right. What else, Brittany? Sending it to the wrong payer ID. United
Big one.
Healthcare is this big. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They got 1,000 payer IDs depending on if it's straight UHR United Healthcare. Is it UMR? Is it DHA? Is it Health Scope? Is it who else? US
Resource.
Student Resources, US Family Situation. United Healthcare has so many affiliations. The community care, like depending on what state you in, they might have a different one. So send it to the wrong, it's because it says United Healthcare on. You need to make sure what type of plan is this, because AARP is United Healthcare. AARP has two separate payer IDs depending on is AARP via United Healthcare or is it straight supplemental AARP. So those are things that y'all need to look at as well when it comes to front desk. You're looking at the plan types because if you run eligibility, you should be able to see what plan type that it is. It is United Healthcare. They just have so many. You just want to make sure that you're sending it to the right payer ID.
Absolutely. And then, we see a lot of practices where they just accept denials and as lost revenue. Don't stop appealing after the first no. Y'all are leaving thousands of dollars just sitting on the table. Don't do that. Don't do
And
that.
also don't start a trend of not providing those services because you thought you weren't going to get paid for it. One of the craziest things that me and Brittany just heard not too long ago, insurance companies aren't paying for 90833.
Excuse me? Who told you that?
Why are y'all talking to each other and lying to each other like that? Because you have people really out here not billing the 90833 with their E&M visit because somebody told him or her that insurance companies don't pay the 90833. That's a tale. My mama told me don't say lie. Lie is a cuss word. They told a story and they do pay it. But are you billing it correctly? Are you using the right mods? Like those are the type of things. Don't start a trend. Brittany, didn't we have somebody say that they don't bill 90837 because
Bill
insurance don't
9083?
pay for an hour?
Or don't they don't like seeing that code often. Yes. Oh, you may get a letter from the insurance company that tells you, we see that your practice is billing this specific code, a lot. Okay. Well, I'm seeing the patient for an hour. It's like it's just a precaution that they do. It's not to scare you guys or anything. It's just informative. So don't panic when you see those type of letters. I think they send it like once a year. You can send an email or you they have like where you can respond back if you need to, but most of the time they just tell you it's really being just informative, letting you know. But you can bill 90837. If you're seeing somebody every week and you're seeing them for the hour, bill your 90837. Don't down your code and get paid less, and you've actually spent the time on seeing them for an hour. Why would you do that?
Why? Like, what happened? Like, what are you doing? Like, why them other people didn't get paid or got their stuff retracted? Because they didn't have their notes. They didn't have documentation or supporting material to say, hey, I talked to this patient from 12 p.m. to 12:57 and I finished my notes at 1:03. That's your hour. 53 minutes is your hour. So if
Yeah,
you put it in your note, I talked to my patient from 2:15 to 3:10. That's your hour because you still had time to incorporate your notes. Your notes are included in your time. Now, I'm not no, don't be going here trying to play with people. Don't do the visit and then come back later and take 2 hours to take the note. That's not what we do. You have to see the patient, but your time that you have put in to put the note in, sign it and send it off, sign it and close it. That's included in patient care. Not you sitting at home watching the 17th season of Grey's Anatomy and you going through the note and it take an hour or 2 hours to do because you then got engulfed in your binge watching. No, the actual time that you said is added.
within that hour. So if you see that patient for 53 minutes and you spend 3 minutes on the note because you reloading the note and you're modifying it to review it, sign and save it, then yes. But either or, whether 53 minutes is technically you can bill a 90837 if it's 53 minutes. If you go the
Know your
full
code.
hour, it's still a 90837. No, you cannot add on additional time. That's a big one we see. Oh, well, I saw them for an hour and a half. Insurances don't care. They're going to pay you just for an hour. So watch that for some of you all who, I know you have clients that sometimes are long winded or, they're having an issue and you need a little bit more time than the hour. But just keep in mind that insurance is not going to pay you for more than that.
That's a cash pay service. So if we go over the hour, you need to have your little price together per 15, per 30, whatever you want to charge self pay for an hour. But insurance is only gonna pay an hour for that. But just know all your codes because it's not just the mental health codes. Your E&M visits. Some of y'all don't know what E&M visits are. Some of y'all let patients come in there, talk y'all down, y'all and check their blood pressure, and then they walk out in 5 minutes, and y'all ain't even charged for it.
We don't do that.
Don't do that. You can get paid for that. It might be a low money, $20, $30, but it's still money that you can generate. If a patient is calling you and you're doing E&M on an evaluation and management over the phone, and they actually have codes for if your patient calls you or they send you an email or an IM or talking to you through the messaging system in your EHR or whatever, there are codes for that. Stop leaving money on the table. Talk to somebody professional about the codes that you're supposed to know while you're billing. You can't run a practice off of just certain codes. A lot of y'all think, oh, we're gonna get audited, we're gonna get audited. Y'all gonna get audited because you listening to them, and them. You're not researching, you don't have proper training, and you're not doing the things that you're supposed to do. Scared money don't make no money, but you gotta learn something.
Yes. So, with all that being said, if again you're doing your own billing, categorize each denial, reason, code, the payer, and spot the patterns, whether it's coding errors, like missing modifiers, or if it's eligibility lapses, and fix the root of those causes. So then go back to step one, where your front desk, having them verify insurance at every visit, whatever needs to correct that, so that way you can stop that trend if you see that there is a trend why certain claims are getting denied for specific reasons. And then your future claims and your cash flow will thank you. Okay.
Big
Anything else to
pockets,
add?
blue face hundreds. That's what we want to stick with. But if we're not making that, then we need to learn something different.
Definitely. So that is our Messy Monday, guys. Thank you for chatting with us, or listening, not chatting with us, but listening.
But y'all can
Um,
chat with us.
yes, you can at the
You
link
can hit us
below.
on the phone. Any of the links below. You can DM us. All that. We love to chat. We love to educate. We love to help. We love seeing small businesses turn into big businesses. That's all we can hope for everybody. Is to spread knowledge so everybody can win. That's what we want. That's what we want everybody to win. Yep, that wraps up another Messy Monday where we tackle some tough truths. And remember, it's about improving, learning, and becoming a better provider. Learning what's best for you and your patients. If you found this helpful, like you want to just chit chat, like she said, hit us
Us
up on the links
messages.
below.
All right,
Join us
guys.
next Monday for our next Messy Mondays, where we're going to continue this conversation and we're going to talk about insurance specific rules and contract awareness.
Take care.
Bye.